We go back and forth on one. I'll get tactical for a second. One technique. Kill your darlings.
Absolutely. You hate that.
God.
You hate this.
Oh my God. It's been heard
so many
thousands of times.
So, like, first of all, I will address the hypocrisy to it a lot.
Okay,
like,
well, let's give context. So,
Yes.
so there's a technique in storytelling and content called "kill your darlings." So, the saying is the thing that you love most in your project that you've just made sometimes might have to go, no matter how much you love it. Kill your darlings.
I mean, the best example would be, and like the way this is how I was taught it. Imagine you've made like a $1 million film, and you spent quarter of that budget on one shot.
Yeah.
And then like this is great, and like at the time the feeling is great, but then when you get it in the edit and the shot doesn't work,
Yep.
it's gonna fucking hurt.
Yep.
But you're gonna have to cut it.
Yeah.
And there has been many times, many clashes we've had when like I've sent you an edit and you've gone, well, hold on, where the fuck is this scene? I'm like, no, shit, it's gone.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then we didn't have a discussion about it. 90% of the time, I win.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. And by the way, it's like I'm not the boss who's like, no. I surround myself with people who contribute to my creativity.
How has that sharpened you? Do you feel like when you're actually going out and creating the next wave?
Yeah.
We've both,
how has that influenced you?
We've both made each other so much better, bro.
Yeah.
Go to the first vlog that he edited and go to like a recent project. It is insane.
Night and day.
Yeah, how far we've grown together, just like pushing each other to do better and better and better. Even like kill your darlings. Like at first, you know this. I hated that. I'm like, why would?
Yeah.
If it's great and it's awesome, leave it in.
Yep.
But recently, I especially with the Maverick documentary, I slashed everything that I loved.
It was the one time when the roles were reversed.
Yeah.
Where, so originally the Maverick documentary that we released is just under 40 minutes. The original draft was an hour and 20 minutes.
Yep.
An hour and 20 minutes of, well, really fucking fantastic content. But then, yeah, we had a very, very interesting bit where it could have turned into a fight.
A really bad fight. I think we should address it now. So
Yeah. Well, I think if we're getting into that, I need to get a whiskey first. Yeah. Shit's gonna get interesting, so I need to get tipsy.
I love this. This is. I remember when I first started working with Hayden. We met in Paris. And he would just walk around with whiskey. I was like, "What are you doing, bro?" He's like, "It's whiskey. We drink it all the time."
They did it on Jordy's show too. It's so funny. I think it's like a British thing or like a European thing.
Whiskey brings out some great moments. I don't want to spoil it. We're probably going to talk about some whiskey adventures later, huh?
If anyone else is having a drink watching this, cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Pull up a drink with Hayden. But so this is a documentary that we released a week before my fight that I lost. And it's called The Maverick.
Nice job with that, by the way. You said it so like clearly, not lost by points, not lost by deductions. That was actually good.
You passed the denial stage. Now you're in grieving.
Yeah.
Nah, he's past that.
Not yet.
He's in what's called chilling. Yeah. He's in chilling stage.
This is probably the best piece of content we've ever put out. This is
Yeah.
the most vulnerable, real, concise story we've ever made. And like you said, the first draft was an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I shopped it around, and the general note was it was too long. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. You and I had to painstakingly work together to cut this down. You wanted to keep it long. I was like, yo,
Are we keeping this generic top level? It was too long. We're not saying what it was too long with.
I'll give context.
Yeah.
So I was dating Chloe at the time, and she did a sit down interview, but we did not put it in out of respect for Chloe. However, the girl is a fucking wizard with words. She understands and knows me more than anyone ever, and her talking head quite literally made the film.
Yes.
Absolutely phenomenal. 10 out of 10.
There is literally an 8-minute sequence where she talks about you and your journey of what you've had that entire year, and then cut it with like B-roll and context to what she was talking about. And it was the hardest thing to cut that entire sequence.
Yeah.
Because it is like, now that things have calmed down, yes, I agree that it should have been cut in respecting her privacy and the fact that she's no longer related to you. It's no point pulling off that Band-Aid and hurting her. I agree with that. But But it was literally a point where we got so heated because I wanted to keep this sequence because for me, it defined your journey.
Yeah.
It contextualized everything of what you had during the year of 2018.
Which would, just to give context, this film is about Tokyo, what happened there, and then the way I tried to bounce back, which was through boxing, and it goes all the way up to the draw.
The way you did bounce back, you didn't. You did bounce back.
To me, for me, the way I prioritized, and I don't even think you realize this, the boxing was the B plot.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
That was the B plot. That was the, okay, things got a little bit slow and a bit too emotional. Let's throw in a boxing montage.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Great. But then what we did is essentially cut the entire A plot. And I think it is because if we want to talk about your journey in 2018 and how you've responded to Tokyo and Japan, do we have that position to be telling that story, or does this need to be someone outside? And that's something
that is a great question that I wrestled with so much, because in many ways, if it's coming out of our camp, there's a chance it would appear biased.
Yeah.
Because we're making it, we're controlling the message. But also,
it was emotional as fuck.
All we do is create. It's all we know. And in order to put out the best story possible, I believe we were the only right people to do it.